As amazing as downtown Asheville was, and the great time we had exploring the city the previous day, today was reserved to explore Asheville's biggest attraction, the Biltmore Estate. The Biltmore Estate was the estate built by George Washington Vanderbilt II between 1889 and 1895. It's the largest privately owned home in the United States and remains owned by George Vanderbilt's descendants. For today, we decided on the basic tour of the mansion and the gardens. There are other packages available, but as we're only here for the day, we opted for the basic tour. The price I thought was a little high, so I also was trying to keep our costs down. So, yes, the basic tour. The basic tour would prove to be more than enough. The mansion was amazing and full of history, while the gardens were a nature lover's dream. So come join us as we explore the Biltmore Estate. Hello, everybody. And this is part 2 of our little trip to Asheville, North Carolina. And we have come to probably the one thing that everyone comes to Asheville for. There. The Biltmore Estate. The largest home in the United States. And we're going to be checking out the house and the gardens. See, completed in 1895 by the Vanderbilt family. I believe it's still owned by them, though they don't live here anymore. At least I don't think they do. I don't know what's up this. Looks like there's construction going on up there. But yeah. That's pretty nifty. I'm gonna get some pictures. I'll be back. Biltmore Mansion contains 135,280 square foot of living area, which simply boggles the mind. Well, it boggles my mind at least. There are 250 rooms in the home, which includes 35 bedrooms, 43 bathrooms, 65 fireplaces, and 3 kitchens. The mansion was built with electricity from its construction, though, curiously, its electrical system was direct current due to the Vanderbilt's friendship with Thomas Edison. The home also contains a bowling alley, heated swimming pool, and a fitness gymnasium. And that's just the beginning. Temperature couldn't be much better out here in North Carolina. Look at the even from here, look at the detail in the architecture in that place. I think I heard it took them 10 years to build this place. Late 1800s, finished in 1895. So we have tickets to tour the house and the gardens. And that was a $220 something. So this place isn't cheap. But it's supposed to be fascinating. And over the years, we always see the commercials Come to Biltmore. And I finally sucked it up and pulled out the plastic and paid for the tickets. Just me and Cheyenne here. And the tours are timed, I think every 30 minutes. Our tour is until 11:45. So we're just gonna kind of scope around until it's our turn to go in. So yeah, be back. Look, there's the infamous gargoyles on the corner, front corner of the building there. Oh, there's more over there. Look at the staircase. You got some stained glass windows. Wow. That stonework up there is just amazing. And you got the copper. I'm assuming that's copper because it's green now. Accents along the roof. Wow. If you can see above each window, I'll take some pictures to bring it close. It's got the, like a crest or something. It's got the V for Vanderbilt. I'll take some pictures and bring that in closer. It's above each of the windows there. There you kind of see that one. It's got a big V on it right there. Good, I'll be back. Chapel Winter Garden. Wow. Very cool. Look at that woodwork. Sweet. The billiards room. Look, there's the case that's got their pool sticks. Wow. Can you imagine how much these pool tables cost? Look, here's where you keep score. Get those. Look at that clock right there on the table. Neat. Okay, so here's the main banquet hall. The banquet hall was just the epitome of extravagance. The tapestries, the woodwork, the carvings above the fireplace were astounding. The room alone appeared larger than my entire apartment. Also, for some reason, I was unable to bring my GoPro inside the mansion, but I was allowed to film with my phone. Doesn't make much sense, but all the footage from inside the Biltmore mansion was shot on my iPhone. Therefore, the audio will not be as sharp, and in some parts, be really hard to hear. For this, I apologize. That fireplace. The tapestries. See the tapestries on the wall there? about missed the organ. Sweet. So this is the breakfast room. This giant glass door right here. Look at the dishware down there with the birdies. Look at that door right there. And the artwork. According to the tour, the breakfast room is used most often when the Vanderbilt family wasn't hosting anything in the banquet hall. So if this was just a regular dining room, damn, talk about the luxury. The detail on the woodwork, the light fixtures, and the artwork. I can only imagine the amount of money sitting in this room. And can you imagine the maintenance costs? Still, I was in awe of this amazing room and all its adornments. It was just awesome. Oh. George Vanderbilt. The saloon. I like the tapestry over the hanging from the ceiling. Look, there's a clock built into that bookcase over there. Wow. Holy cow. Look at that back there. Stunning. Whoa. Those are paintings by Monet. Wow. Okay, I'll be back. This is the music room. I think there's one of those elongated pianos there. Look at the roof. Or ceiling. Another cool old clock. That's worth a couple of bucks right there. The Biltmore Estate covers approximately 8,000 acres here in the heart of Appalachia. Standing on this massive rear patio, you could see the breathtaking views of the Appalachian Mountains in the distance surrounding the estate. These views were stunning and to me revealed far more beauty than what was contained within these magnificent stone walls. In my eyes, nature's beauty will always win.
There's the Smokies back there. We are now in the tapestry room. Been hanging here since 1895. Two fireplaces. One. Check out the dude up there. He looks like one of those old cartoon villains. Drats! Foiled again!
White Charles.
Alright, be back, y'all. Okay, if this was my house, and it's not, this would be my favorite room. The library. Look at that fresco up there. Amazing.
Yes, I'm there. Oh, wasn't David
And of course you got your giant fireplace. Can you imagine what any of the volumes in this room must cost? Must be worth. Oh look, the spiral staircase. That's the upper part of the library. Shoot, I forgot what number this was. With that fresco up there.
So the ceiling art was not a fresco, but a painted ceiling titled The Chariot of Aurora by Italian artist Arthur Delisle. The Biltmore Library was designed to accommodate this piece, depicting the Greek goddess. This work was relocated piece by piece from the Pisani Palace in Venice, Italy, to where it is now, the massive Vanderbilt Library. This was by far my favorite room in the entire estate.
Be back, y'all. Second floor living hall. painting right there looked familiar. Oh, there we go. That's that painting right there. And all the people with the names. Cool. Mr. Vanderbilt's room. So dark. The bed looks so small. This is his bedroom, dude. There's another clock. And look at his personal fireplace, man. Wow. Oak sitting room. Look at these weird chairs.
So I understand it was proper during the late 1800s for husband and wife to sleep in separate beds. But this parlor adjoining the two bedrooms where the husband and wife could meet is brilliant. All it needs is a big screen TV and a kicking sound system, and boom, it's a safe space for parents. Just make sure there are locks on the doors, and with the home theater system booming, no one will hear the kids pounding on the door. Think of the number of marriages that would save. Seriously though, this room is amazing. I'd spend a lot of time here after checking out a book or two from the library.
Her daughter Cornelia. Neat. So this is Miss Vanderbilt's bedroom. Oval. That's kind of cool.
This bedroom, or chambers as it was known in the 1800s, looks more like a presidential suite from a high-class hotel than in a private residence. The furnishings and architecture is on par with the rest of the home. The extravagance is breathtaking.
On a bedroom like this? Wow. Be back. Up on the third floor now. It looks like it goes up forever. But you can't go. Okay, you got it roped off. Cool. Wow, there's that garden room. More books. Whoa. Third floor living hall. Ooh. So up here on the third floor, apparently, is where the guests of the Vanderbilt family would stay. Oh, check that out. Old record player. There's a fireplace. Pretty cool. This is called the artist's room. And that view out the window they got. Whoa. This is the first restroom we've seen. They did a really good job of keeping their restrooms hidden. Wow. Even the guest rooms are amazing. Apparently, the third floor is where guests stayed when visiting the Biltmore. These guest rooms, while not nearly as extravagant as the family chambers downstairs, but they were still pretty damn swanky. And I'm sure that the servants attended to the every needs of these guests. Combine that with this magnificent estate and its breathtaking grounds, I'm willing to wager that a stay here at the Biltmore Mansion would be far superior than a 5-star New York hotel. Look at this one. Madonna room. Where these people are.
You're not very fast.
Look at those. There's another staircase right there. Be back. Chimney room. Another restroom. Another hallway here. Sheridan room. We made our way from the guest wing down these hallways to the spiral staircase that would take us back downstairs. I had no idea what this hallway was, or who all these people were pictured along the walls, and to be honest, I really wasn't interested to find out. No, I knew our next destination would be the lower levels of the mansion via the spiral staircase down. Now, the lower levels, I was definitely interested to see. Corridor to what? We don't know. Did they have a dungeon in the Vanderbilt house? History of the building of the house down here. So there's 2 elevators in this place. So this room here is the Halloween room. So this is the game room, and look, there's a bowling alley. There's a piano. Check that out. There's your scoreboard. That's totally cool. Be back. You can get some dressing rooms here. So far, the lower levels of the mansion were amazing. Wasn't expecting the bowling alley, though I should have. A simple Google search would have told me. However, it was cooler finding out this way, and finding out about all the other cool things we were about to see. Biltmore still had many more amazing things to reveal. Pool? Where's the pool? Yes, that's a 70,000-gallon heated pool here in the basement of the Biltmore Estate. A fascinating fact about the pool, chlorine and filtration systems weren't a thing at the time of construction. Therefore, the pool was filled with warm water each time it was used, and then completely drained after each use. It also had underwater lighting. Oh, to live like a king, or in this case, a Vanderbilt.
A gymnasium. With showers. I assume those are the men's changing rooms over there. I'll give you back. So this is where the staff would live. Walk-in cooler. There's the housekeeper. We were reaching what would arguably be considered the heart and soul of the mansion. Here were the food pantries, the kitchens, laundry rooms, and of course the staff quarters. This is where all the meals were prepared for the Vanderbilt family and their guests. Here staff washed everything, the family laundry, all the things that made life in the mansion run smoothly. I wonder how many people buzzed around down here keeping things going. Upon seeing the sleeping quarters of the staff, I couldn't help but notice the stark contrast between the staff bedrooms and the chambers upstairs. Servants' bedrooms. They didn't get bathrooms, they had these chamber files. To be fair, as staff quarters go, the quarters here at the Biltmore weren't terrible. I've seen pictures of apartments in New York that weren't as nice. Hell, my apartment isn't as nice as some of the staff quarters, and I definitely don't have breathtaking gardens in my backyard. What my apartment does have, though, is a bathroom. I noticed chamber pots in some of the rooms down here, which was kind of surprising. So yeah, advantage, apartment. Rotisserie kitchen. Main kitchen. Well, at least they had a good view while they were working. Sweet. Be back. Kitchen pantry. Oh, that's how they would send food up. This little mini elevator. Servants' dining room. Oh, this is kind of nice.
pottery and stuff. Well, you have to wash the dishes somewhere, right? Oh yeah, no washing machine. They did, look, the scrub board things, whatever you call those. Here's the ironing board and the old-timey irons that they would heat up right there. Now we're in the main laundry room. So I guess they did have washing machines.
Oh, they do it. They did here.
It was amazing to me how much space was devoted to taking care of the laundry. True, it's the largest private home in the country, and there's a lot of crap that gets dirty. We're talking 35 bedrooms, 250 total rooms in the whole house. Ought to be a lot of linens. And imagine how big the staff was just to handle laundry duties. I'm going to have to Google just how large the staff was during the heyday of the Vanderbilt family's time here at Biltmore.
Drying room, I'm gonna guess. We're gonna hang all that stuff out to dry on those racks. Wow. Smoking in the gun room. I don't see either one. Obviously the first room was the smoking room, and this is the gun room, because there's the guns. Those are worth a pretty penny in there. Sweet. I want to say that these are the stables. But now there are a bunch of little stores and shops and restaurants. And I don't think that because it's called the Stable Cafe. You got a little market. There's a little candy store, bookstore, carriage house shop, Stable Cafe, Christmas store, and toy store. We're gonna check them out. Okay, so that was everything from inside. Now I'm back on my GoPro. For some reason, GoPros are not allowed inside the house. You're allowed to bring your phone and take as much photography as you want with your phone. Not with the GoPro, which makes no sense to me. But I don't make the rules. So I think we're going to check out the gardens now. And yeah, be back. And we were outside the house. View of everything behind. See some horses way in the distance over there. Here's the back side of that amazing place. Some more gargoyles. Be back. Okay, these are the gardens. Going to the gardens, the Italian gardens that way. The others were this way, so we go down this way first. Whoa. Check this out. Cool fountains everywhere. Keep the vines growing. You can tell they've been growing for a while. Look how thick they are. We'll be back. Okay, venturing further down into the gardens. That's pretty flowers and bees. On that side. Like how the house is kind of framed by all the trees and neat. Whoa! Watch where I'm going. That looks like a type of maple. Be back. Okay, so that was the Japanese maple. Big one. I don't know what that is, but look at the bark on that tree.
The other one's like here's that one at the end. I found it one day. Come out.
I know a lot of these are not going to be native to Tennessee.
All right, yeah, because I'm like, I don't really. Yeah, like I'm like.
But it's still pretty cool.
Considered.
Can you imagine how much it must cost to maintain this place?
Have somebody that.
I mean,
Chains only.
just the electricity bill alone for the main house. Just for the air conditioning. Whoa. So, we are about to get a treat. Those greenhouses and stuff, oh my goodness. Okay, so we're going down here. Whoa, check it out.
As stated, the Biltmore Estate is comprised of 8,000 acres. Within those grounds are 6 formal and informal gardens. The gardens nearest the mansion, which include the glass-ceilinged conservatory, in my opinion, is about all one can manage in one visit. I mean, to fully appreciate the array of exotic plants and the landscaping around the conservatory, it's going to take time. Factor in the time taken at the home, and your day is going to be blown. Ours sure was. There are over 20 miles of hiking and biking trails here on the estate grounds.
In my opinion, there's no way to see everything in one day. Fortunately, there is the Biltmore Inn. However, that was beyond the scope of our visit today, so I never looked into it. But y'all can if you really want to explore all there is at the Biltmore Estate.
There's going to be a lot of bees. And a lot of butterflies. Wow. They don't want to mess with you. They got too much dirt. They're too focused on eating pollen. Wow. Is this cool or what? I know you can go in there. If we can go in there. That looks like a rose garden in there. Whoa. Yeah, we can get near that purple one right there. That one's swarmed with them. Oh, the colors. Too bad they don't have them tagged to tell you what they are. Awesome. Be back. Look at that. What is that? Let's see if my app knows what that is. Purple passion flower. Whoa. Okay, we're heading down this. Check out the gourds. That would hurt if one decided to leave their vine just as you walk into it. Oh, you can go in there. Okay, I'm going to put up going through the rose garden. You can go in there.
Stepping down toward a conservatory, my excitement was building. I love greenhouses, and this conservatory is a greenhouse on steroids. When I finally have a house, I plan on building a small greenhouse in my backyard. I couldn't wait to see the varieties of exotic plants that I'd likely never see anywhere else. Getting closer, I could see through the glass of the first building, which was packed with green from the plethora of plants within. The mansion was indeed a sight to behold, but the conservatory would be an experience all its own.
This is sweet. Look at the precious little pink flower there.
What is that?
Ooh, the hot house. I mean, these should be tropical plants. Oh, that's a wicked fern. Oh, check these out. Look at this one. Oh, it's right behind your head. It's one of these flowers that's right behind your head. That's a flower.
I was in awe. As someone who loves plants, this place was almost sensory overload. There were so many different types of plants and trees, most of which I've never seen before. The facility was definitely state-of-the-art, and we were just barely getting started. There were many other side buildings I was more than eager to go and explore. Now, I've enjoyed my tour of the mansion. The craftsmanship and the woodwork, the stonework, the art, and the stunning library blew me away. However, these gardens, especially the greenhouses, well, I could spend a day here, just in these gardens and conservatory alone, and never be bored.
Yeah.
James.
That was good. All the different succulents in here. These cactuses. Ooh. I don't know which way to go. I don't see one.
We have to be careful through here. Here we go around. The conservatory was just amazing. I could sing his praises for the remainder of the video if I let myself. These gardens and all the energies all around me definitely re-energized my spirit. I was in love with this place. I could live surrounded by such life and beauty. A combination house-greenhouse would absolutely be an ideal house for me. The conservatory has impacted me during this trip every bit as much as the tour of the mansion. Yes, Biltmore is definitely worth the visit. I don't know what it is. Huge. Look. Manners. We got a manor tree.
I think. Are you coming up here? Oh, yeah, I see.
Look at these orchids. Orchid City over here. Pretty cool. Be back. Okay, now we're going through the rose gardens. Which I think we're moving out of the rose season. So a lot of them look like they've already gone through their life cycle. But a lot of them are still pretty. Look at that one. So sure. At least I got these all labeled. Gorgeous. Okay, y'all, be back. Okay, we're in the Italian gardens, and whoa, check that out. We've got fish swimming around in there. Sweet. Some little ones. Yeah, great big ones. Bet there's froggies on those lily pads. Look at the size of those lily pads. Oh, hold a bullfrog. I didn't see any fishes in that one. Whoa, king size bees though. With the last pond over here. Got fishies in this one. Look at that dude. Got no food for you, man. Sorry. Move along. Oh, good. We can get out right there. So this is a pretty, wow, look at that view. Got the Smokies. Left side of the house. Yeah. And people. Don't forget the people. Got a bunch of statues here in the Italian garden. I guess that's an Italian thing. And there's the exit out of the Italian gardens. And if you can't tell by the sound, my energy levels have just plummeted. We've been on our feet all day. Of course, you know, we should be used to that, right? Because we're hikers. But yeah, stayed at a hotel last night. I'm sure you guys can relate. Can't sleep in a hotel room. So didn't get much of that. The breakfast at the hotel was lacking. I didn't get my morning coffee either because their coffee sucked. So we're just dragging through the day. But man, pretty. Look at that stuff over there. Look at these trees. So, yeah, and we'll be back. Okay, almost back to the car. I'm gonna do my salute or ending or whatever. I'm exhausted, tired, and we still have a 3-hour drive. Sorry to get back home. Sucks, I gotta work tomorrow. So yeah, we're in the parking lot. Hope you all enjoyed that video. Still got many more videos to come. More hiking videos. More everything kind of videos. So hit that subscribe button. Keep that channel growing. And we'll check y'all later if I can hold my camera correctly. And keep a stick on the ice. Adios, y'all. Our weekend in Asheville was beyond what I'd hoped it would be. The city itself, with its diverse, artsy scene and super friendly people, convinced me to make note on returning here again someday soon. Then, the Biltmore Estate. What more can I actually say about the place that hasn't already been said? This part of North Carolina is an absolute gem, and I encourage anyone who hasn't been here to come check it out. Yes, Biltmore is a bit pricey, but in the end, with the new memories made, it was worth every dollar. So from our family to yours, we wish you health and happiness, and we'll see you all in our next adventure.